Let's take these first few moments in this meditation to settle into your body. Choose a posture that feels supportive and comfortable for you. Trying to find this balance of both effort and ease. And the effort is meant to be gentle and wise, rather than forcing yourself to be still or forcing yourself to be quiet. You're just inviting in a bit of stillness, inviting in a bit of quiet. And that might mean you're just taking some neck rolls or taking some slow time to settle. And as you're checking in with your body, what else do you notice here? Maybe noticing your breath, the different sounds happening around you. Maybe even something like an experience of temperature in your body, a warmth or a coolness, or perhaps both. Just settling and exploring, just noticing what you're feeling here. And if you notice your mind is trying to fix or change anything, you can just notice that too. You don't need to fix that. But just recognizing, oh yeah, that my brain is trying to fix this. But maybe it's okay that I'm just experiencing whatever I'm experiencing. And we'll spend a bit of time here just landing, slowing down enough that you can feel that subtle movement of breath. And any other sensation that's in your body. A sense of touch, perhaps a scent lingering in the air, and the feel of your tongue touching the roof of your mouth. Maybe even how your shirt or your hair moves ever so slightly as you breathe. Just curious about sensation. And as we stay today, we're practicing seeking gratitude in our senses. And oftentimes, especially if your eyes are closed, what we notice first is sound. So just explore that. What kind of sounds are happening around you? You can even notice layers of sound, the most obvious sound, and then what are some subtler, perhaps quieter sounds behind that? And then if possible, is there any sound you might be grateful for? So a lot of times, especially when we slow down to be quiet, we notice loud sounds and we might name them as distractions or irritations. But it might be just the sound of a fan running in the background, and that reminds you, oh yeah, I'm grateful that I have a heating system in my house. Or I'm grateful for that cool air that's blowing my way. Or a bird song, or rain, or your kids laughing, or perhaps your kids screaming at each other. Or whatever the sound is that's happening, can you seek some gratitude in the soundscape around you? And then seeking some gratitude in the sense of touch. Maybe it's just a warm sweater that's touching you, and you can feel gratitude for that. Or maybe it's just the feeling of your hand resting in your lap, and maybe gratitude for all that your hands have done for you today. Or just the simple fact that your fingers hold so much sensory awareness that gives you so much insight into the world. And just seeking some gratitude for your sense of touch. It's common as we sit, and sometimes your brain is coming up with the things you're not grateful for. Like, ooh, I'm grateful for this sensation in my body. And then your brain is like, yeah, but not that one. I don't like this sensation in my back, or whatever your brain is saying. And we can just notice that. Like, oh, yep, that's my brain just giving me information. I don't need to push away that thought. Perhaps even if my back is telling me it's uncomfortable, I just make an adjustment. So it's not about ignoring the difficult sensation, but seeking where we can find gratitude. And then from sound and touch, something perhaps a bit subtler, a scent in the air. And if there's no particular scent that you're picking up, you might even recall a scent, like a loved one baking, or some childhood memory of some smell, like salty sea air, or tree sap, or the rich, humectant smell of soil after a fresh rain. What enlivens in you as you just seek gratitude for your sense of smell? And then from a sense of smell, moving into perhaps even subtler, unless you're actually eating or drinking something, but just noticing just the sensation inside your mouth, maybe noticing, again, your tongue touching the roof of your mouth, or you have some lingering flavor of the sip of coffee or tea you had. And perhaps, again, going into your sense memory, recalling something that you really enjoyed eating, or perhaps recalling something like the taste of a lemon. Oftentimes, just even thinking about the taste of a lemon, your body starts to respond. You might even notice salivation happening as you think about biting into a lemon. And what can you seek and find gratitude in for this sense of taste, this sense And then moving from all of those specific curiosities and just noticing the whole of your body. Is there anything you can seek gratitude for? Maybe the most obvious thing. What comes to mind first? And if what comes to mind first is something that's not gratitude, something that's irritating or distracting or frustrating, just recognize that. That's your brain just telling you that that part of you needs a little tending. We tend to our mind with tenderness. It makes it a little easier to seek gratitude without forcefulness. So just here in this moment, maybe it's just gratitude that you're breathing. Or you notice again the weight of your hands in your lap. Or there's some sound that's bringing you joy. And then finally, if your eyes are closed, I'll invite you to open them slowly. And just look around. Is there anything in this moment that you can seek gratitude for? Something that's bringing you some small joy? It could be the texture of something. And see if you can seek the small thing. Like maybe you're looking at a cardboard box across the room and your brain is like, oh, I should have put that away. But instead, what maybe came in that box? Was maybe even thinking about who delivered that box and just grateful that they brought it to you. There's so many ways that we can seek gratitude, especially when our mind is trying to remind us of the things that aren't working. And again, it's never to push that away, but just to recognize, notice what your mind is doing as you seek gratitude. We'll spend just a few more moments here. Maybe you're just looking around the space that you're in and just landing on these little moments of gratitude. I'm grateful for that because I'm grateful that I can see these vibrant colors. I'm grateful that I can feel this texture underneath my fingertips. What is it that you can seek gratitude for? Spend just a few more moments here. And finally, I'll invite you to bring your hands into any of your closing habits or practices. That might mean just leaving your hands right where they are, just noticing the weight or the temperature of them. You might bring your palms together like gratitude. You might even grab opposite elbows and hold yourself in a little hug. But as we come to a close today, I'll invite you to just take one more moment and name one specific thing that you're grateful about yourself for. It can be as simple as, I'm grateful that I'm breathing right now. Or maybe I'm grateful that my vision allows me to see beauty. I'm grateful that I can hear the sounds that bring me joy. Whatever it is, try to be specific. Offer yourself your own gratitude. As we come to a close, we'll end with a few loving kindness phrases. You can repeat them back if they make sense for you. May I remember to seek gratitude. May I be gracious with myself when gratitude is difficult. And as often as possible, may I choose to move with ease and peace. And take your time whenever you feel complete. Open your eyes, move your body if that feels good. And as always, take a moment to thank yourself before you stand up and head into the day.